Hey guys, this is Primeval. Welcome back to part 2 of my Deity Let's Play as China using Fruit Strike's NQMod. We're still on version 5. Our last attempt at version 5 was brought to an early end by the honor-fueled Celts. So this time around, Gandhi supposedly is a little less aggressive, at least early game. We shouldn't run into that problem. Gandhi went piety. Let's see. The Russians went Liberty. Although, how many cities are they on right now?
Здравствуй. Говори.
They are on 5 cities. And we are going Liberty as well. We want to settle a whole bunch of cities, which means capturing a bunch of unique luxuries, and then hopefully we'll be able to cover the rest of our unhappiness off of local happiness generating buildings and abilities. So right now we've got a settler heading out to the silk, and we want to go and hook up the truffles and the sugar. We also have a free worker which we could grab shortly, but the zone of control from the spearman will stop my barbarian from grabbing this camp. So let's get rid of the spearman first. There's not a huge rush to grab that. And we do have a few barbarian units in the water. And before I wander the settler out completely blind, let's poke forward with that archer. And we'll take the hill. I don't want to wander too blindly since there is, or there was, a barbarian camp over here. And we're still scouting the northern half of the continent. There's likely nothing up here. We'll continue on our way east next turn. Alright, so what happened here was I thought this worker had finished building out that plantation, but he hadn't, so we'll have to swing that guy back around. And over in Shanghai, we do have a little bit of happiness. Let's grow that citizen here, and we'll put in a farm, or at least the first step of a farm. Hey Fruit Strike, welcome to the stream. I'm enjoying the fruits of your labor here. This mod seems to be working quite nicely. Alright, so we finished the papermaker. We are about to run out of happiness. I may as well get the circus going, although we do have another trade route that we could set up. Let's see, for science, the highest gold/science compromise would be Hangzhou to Moscow. So let's get to work on the caravan here. Yes, fruits of your labor indeed. We'll underemphasize my puns. Alright, so a policy. Let's see, the free worker, definitely we'll get rolling with that. And start that camp that I had previously wanted to get rolling. Alright, if I don't want to dip into unhappiness, I should go and settle on the silk. But if I want to force the Indians to buy citrus from me, I could settle on the sheep tile, extra defense from the hill, buy the citrus tile, and then settle something over here to block off that citrus. I would have a monopoly on citrus. I'll need to send another settler over here, which means let's queue up a settler after that as well. The settler here is likely a Russian settler. Yes, it is, from the mouse over thanks to the enhanced user interface. Let's go and grab that guy and take a free worker for ourselves. And yeah, I think I'm going to do that. We'll see just how peaceful early game Gandhi is. A lot of the chat in yesterday's episode seemed to think that Gandhi would play very peacefully. Ooh. We also would like some more units to get that worker. Either for ourselves. We have 4 workers right now. We could also just go and gain a bunch of influence with Vatican City. Alright, so do I want to queue up another archer? I probably should. Let's do that. Fruit Strike is coming out with version 6 of the NQMod, or at least he hopes to, this weekend, so definitely some good news for those of you who are looking forward to the latest version. I'd be interested to see what changes are implemented next. And we've got Shanghai. Just grew here. We are on production focus. Do I want to split that over and get some gold coming in? No, we'll finish the papermaker first, and the papermaker will make up for not working the ivory right away. Plus 2 gold per turn. And, well, let's move over to the right, and then we might fortify heal. Keep an eye on this Barbarian worker. One of our cities has become religious. We've adopted India's religion. And do I want a little more experience on the warrior? Sure, he's got plenty of time to heal up. We'll rush over there. And let's get these truffles hooked up. We are actually getting some faith off of truffles. That's... Or is that faith from forests? Ah. Gandhi went for the faith from forests, so if we were to go... Actually, the camp doesn't get rid of the forest, so we'll still continue to get the faith off of that. What tiles are we working here? High production, 3 production off the iron, that's fine, we'll finish off the papermaker. And build out the camp. Get up here. Good morning, Jacob23, and good night, Fruit Strike. It does alarm me a little that twice now, Fruit Strike's been saying good night at what for him is like 5 or 4 in the morning, his local time, as I understand it. I had to work night shifts in my first year off in undergrad, and it was terrible. I mean, I guess it was more that where I was working, I didn't really have any friends either. So it was a pretty isolating experience, but I guess it's more of a by choice thing. Nights are nice. There have been stages where I've gone nocturnal that going to bed when the sun is just rising or about to rise is generally not the most fun. Alright, so we've got our second caravan here. We could get a lot of gold return if we were to trade with some of these city-states, but right now the 4 extra science is going to be pretty significant. So let's shift over to the city where we can get a nice profitable trade route going with Russia. And choosing research, we got mathematics done. I'd like another trade route. It's going to be a little while until we get all of our papermakers going. Well, actually no. Well, we're about to settle 2 more cities, so yeah, we can delay philosophy for the National College. Alright, so Bluetooth wants our citrus. He's willing to give us some strategic resources. I'd rather a gold per turn. So 25 turns, I think they value it at 200. This is 125. We could do a citrus copper swap. Am I getting copper from anywhere, or do I have any hope of getting copper? I do not. 3 gold per turn. Okay, so instead, let's go for the 8 gold per turn. What will make this deal work? That's good for me. Alright, sure. We'll go for the straight 8 gold per turn there. And that's even more incentive to buy that citrus, since the rest of the world seems very interested in the citrus here. This is definitely going to make Gandhi unhappy. Right, we'll go for the papermaker right away, or would I rather the monument for border expansion? Definitely want to buy the citrus since we were going on about that. And 1, 2, 3, we might be able to naturally expand to the deer faster than these guys can. Likewise with the cattle, especially since we cut them off. They'd have to go through the water and then through the jungle hills, which are generally a low priority for border expansion. So we can leave that. Today is Jacob 23's last day of high school. Congratulations. Those milestones are definitely really nice to be able to say, put a close on a chapter of your life, and you never have more potential. Well, that age and also undergrad, you never have more potential than then. It's definitely an exciting time for you. Definitely a lot to look forward to. Alright, so sorting by highest gold. Get the trade route going with Moscow. And do I want to wander all the way in here for the gems? That would definitely be boxing India in that way. We do have a declaration of friendship with them. Is that what friends do to each other? Let's go over and improve the silk. And over here, one more turn of healing. How many hit points do we have? 87. Let's just get in here and start clearing out that camp. Catherine's built the terracotta army. We still have these barbarian Goliaths running around in the water. Borders of Shanghai have expanded. They've expanded to the fish. Vancouver and India are no longer allies. Let's go and pledge to protect these guys. That's going to be another source of tension between us and India. So if we built an army, we wouldn't have much luck attacking India just because of this terrain. They've got the lake here and then the mountains plus all of this rough terrain. That means that if I build a defensive army, it will be purely defensive, and I won't be able to turn it around and make it a little more profitable and capture some of India's cities with that. So that means that I really would rather not have to build a defensive army. But if I keep on taking these hostile actions towards India, we can definitely expect that they'll want to go to war with us. Waffle Eater 15, welcome to the stream. Yes, we can definitely go and make friends with Russia. Let's work together. Do I have any spare luxury resources to sell? Not yet. We'll get some more citrus online. Got a swordsman here. He could be making some trouble for us. Let's get over. Probably gonna grab this hill by the mountain. We'll pick up both the citrus, be in range of the cattle. Yeah, that seems good to me. Head over this way. Get the iron online. Do we have iron to sell? Resource list. Not yet. We do have horses. Let's see if our friend Catherine is interested in buying some horses. She is not, at least not 8 of them. What about Gandhi? He uses war elephants, so... Ooh, alright. Let's see. 4 of them for... It should be a different amount on quick speed, but let's see what he has to say about that. 171 and 1 gold per turn. Let's make that 5 horses. Sure, excellent. And how about, say, Caesar? 3 horses, 3 gold per turn and an embassy. Make that 5 gold per turn. 4 gold per turn, that works for me. And, oh, right, I don't know what I was thinking with that worker. We were supposed to go and put a camp up there. Alright, so we've got the truffles online. Let's go and hook up the iron. We're happy again, which is good to see. And Mishu RO says ping. I'm not sure if he's trying to say hello or if he's asking if we're playing multiplayer. We're playing a single player game here on Deity, so we don't latency to our AI opponents isn't a thing. And we'll get mines rolling there. Get our camp up and move forward with some backup for the guys who are trying to take down this camp. Now, Zone of Control should stop any barbarians from grabbing that settler. We should be safe on that hill. Another one of our cities has become religious. We're getting faith off the forests now. This is India's religion. And what's happening science-wise? 5 turns until we get another trade route going. And we'll definitely go and open a trade route to one of the AIs again for the nice science boost. Okay, so we will go and drop the settler on top of the worker. Or the settler rather. I have never seen the AI declare war to grab an unprotected settler, but excuse me, we'll play it safe, just in case a barbarian pops in from somewhere. Now let's get that plantation going. We would lose the faith. This guy should be on production focus, and yeah, we'll get that papermaker out. The Danes have just completed the Colossus, and would we like a little bit of faith coming in? Now let's grab the granary. We have lots of hills to work, including eventually the Grand Mesa, so we'll get the extra food in, and if we need to stagnate, we'll just assign our citizens to the hills. So definitely a granary is welcome in Shanghai. A granary in all of our cities would be fine, but while we're low on happiness, I'll hold off on the granaries unless I don't have anything better to build. Now, in this city we also have a couple hills to build out, or to work, so I'm going to build out the granary here as well. And then we should probably work on a few composite bows, just in case India doesn't take kindly to all of our forward settling. Russia's just completed the Great Wall. A lot of our plans for early aggression are stymied here. I wasn't planning on early aggression, and we do have enough distance that early aggression might not play a big role for us here. India, of course, has very defensive territory, and Russia has all of, at least their capital on flat land, but with the Great Wall, taking them down is going to be pretty tricky as well. We'll move forward with these guys. I think I have enough workers that I might be able to just return this worker to Vatican City. Well, this scout shouldn't be able to take this camp, so we'll get rid of that guy. Another barb will likely spawn, but if not, we'll have that worker next turn. Tiles to improve. Nanjing should grow here. Since we do have the happiness. Likewise, let's grow this guy out, work the bison. And yeah, that all looks fine. Circus done. Want more happiness? Coliseum would be the way to go. Let's go for that. Jacob23 has gone and looked up, or has memorized the different AI. Whoa, don't shoot the worker. That's not actually what I wanted to do. Alright, we'll grab the worker. And so, do I want a little more faith per turn? My current faith per turn is 0. But I don't really need or want faith. Would I rather the worker? I've got plenty of workers, but I do have stuff for that worker to do right now. The citrus around the capital, and we can sell the citrus, so we'll take the worker, and we can always give the worker back to the barbarians later if we really want that free influence. And free influence is a great thing, so we'll probably do that at some point in time. So as I was saying about the AI's propensities to declare war, Jacob23 has indeed memorized those values, and Gandhi's is a 2 out of 10. So he doesn't normally want to declare war. We are on default personalities, but we have been fairly aggressive with settling and buying tiles near him. So we'll see how much a friendly non-warmonger can take before he declares war. So we've got the camp up. Is that right? Do we have excess ivory? No, we don't. We'll go and work this hill. And we may as well let this archer regain his full hit points. Beijing has grown. Beijing wants whales. I don't see whales anywhere. Oh, we've actually, Omrus has whales. And Omrus is accepting extra cash. Let's pledge to protect these guys. They want a great general, and gold gifts are extra effective. We could go and spend some of that gold on Omrus here. Now, as far as the world's busiest people go, we're not doing that badly. We are +1 over Harold. How many cities is Harold on? But Harold's number 2 on score, so that's interesting. Why does he have low production? He's only on 4 cities, so that's a big part of it. Meanwhile, we are about to settle our 5th city. So, this looks like an excellent spot. Lots of jungles, we'll have the observatory, good food off of the citrus, we've got the double cattle, and then a few hills that we can share with the other cities here. So we've found the city, get to work on the paper maker, we'll go production focus while we're unhappy. Alright, well, let's work this for now. And maybe I want to buy a hill. How much is the hill going to cost me? 90? No, I don't want a hill that badly. It's fine, we can just work the forest. Or the citrus. Enthusiast XX, welcome to the stream. Ilaka 6. Or actually that might be being cut off here. Gandhi the Warmonger. For some reason I can't see the bottom edge of my Twitch chat, but we won't worry too much about that. Let's see, it looks like Caesar's got a nice little attack for us ready here. Is Rome at war with, well, let me see overview. At war with Russia. They're not, they just have open borders then. A friendly scouting legion. I suppose that works. And we've got our warrior here. Let's, we could have him do a bit of exploring. Kutux and the Fro, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you were able to catch the stream. Well, let's play the game again. Where is everyone in the chat from? And what's your local time there? For me, in Toronto, it's almost 8 a.m. It's a beautiful day in Toronto, a little cooler, temperature-wise than I'd like, but still a beautiful spring day. And we are about to get our next trade route, and just in time, Beijing will go and work on that trade route. We've got the most production in the capital. And we are happy again now that that Coliseum is done. Let's go. Now that we've cleared up this camp, sending a route by sea might be really good for us. So by sea, we could trade with a bunch of city-states, but right now the science is going to be a little better. So now Nanjing to Delhi or Shanghai to St. Petersburg. Both of those would be fine. Alright, let's just build out another caravan then. And what else do we need? Alright, I think it's time to pick up philosophy, and then we'll go over to civil service. Papermaker here is 15 turns away. I'm not interested in building any temples right now. We're just totally ignoring faith generation, which might end up being a mistake if we need to do some late game great people purchasing. But if my papermaker is 15 turns away, I can go and get online some markets first. So currency, then horseback riding, and then philosophy. Fine, let's do it that way. We'll grab currency first, we'll go into philosophy, and then over to civil service. Hop over to the citrus. Get the sugar rolling, and next turn. So, Enthusiast is from Toronto, like myself. Matter Zero is from London. Kutux is from Finland, where it's 3 p.m. North Carolina is in the same time zone as me. I think I've asked that question before, so that's cool to know. I actually have a friend from North Carolina, and I think she's visiting North Carolina sometime next week. Let's see, who else do we have? Waffle Eaters from New York State. I'm glad that this morning time slot is working for some people as well. A lot of the time I feel like a lot of my chat is from Europe, which, you know, nothing wrong with that, but it's also kind of nice to have, you know, well, what am I trying to say here? It's nice to feel like it's the morning for some of my viewers as well. I don't know why, and with this bribe camp here, we're going to have to protect the worker. But definitely, people from around the world. That's the beauty of the internet. So Enthusiast wants to get some faith rolling in. We really should. I mean, go look at Liberty. Liberty doesn't let us purchase any great people. What tree am I actually planning to finish here? The great people purchasing. Has the great engineer purchasing been removed from tradition? I don't see any reference to buying with faith. Great merchants, great admirals, great scientists. Huh. Or maybe it's just the culture text is blocking the tooltip. I don't think any changes to that have been made, but... Wait, someone's saying something about exploration? Exploration, great admirals can be purchased with faith. Alright. And Matter Zero confirms that you can still purchase great engineers with faith if you complete tradition. So right now, I don't have any good outlets to spend any faith that I might generate on. But we really should eventually get a bit of faith rolling in. Alright, right now, Beijing needs a aqueduct. Yeah, growing the capital would definitely be good, so let's go and grab that. Shanghai needs... well, we could definitely build out a circus, although to throw a bone Enthusiast's way, we can go and build out a shrine. And Wellington desires a natural wonder, no longer friends with Vancouver. Another city of ours becomes religious. And we'll swing over this way. Alright, do I want to get another hill improved? I do, especially since we're already working that, but for now, let's go and work the ivory camp. And as for science, I think it was Nanjing, and we can go and trade with India. Maybe having more traders with them will predispose them not to declare war on us. Let's send this guy over to Nanjing. And we'll just fortify our warrior there. And we'll try to get these archers to work on clearing out this camp. Go put a hill on that. Ivaka, 3 p.m. for them. Supposed to get some rain and storm today. G. Oakman says that this time slot is a good time slot for Europe. I'd definitely say that that makes sense. Bowen is from Denmark. And let's get that sugar online. Truffles. 5th return from truffles. Yeah, we could do that. I'm liking the growth and the high production here. Our new citizen can go and work the truffles. That'll definitely be fine. And I will go and put a brief break in here for YouTube.